Ladies and gents, this is a moment you've been waiting for. Welcome to the channel, guys. You're right here with me, Mr. G Wolf, at the commentary couch. Hope you guys are all well. At the moment, just waiting for the United game to start at 3 PM in the UK. At the moment, I'm watching the Chelsea versus Fulham. Chelsea are 2-0 up at this moment in time. Fulham are hanging on for dear life, but the only thing is, I don't think they should even be 2-0. The first goal was the first goal for Chelsea was thingy, but Fulham had a goal disallowed for doing absolutely nothing. The guy literally turned. Had nowhere else to plant his foot, planted it down. Fortunately, it stamped on the Chelsea's toe, right? But there was nowhere else that he could put his foot, except for where it was to do that turn at the end. And then Fulham break away and they go on score from the 18-year-old Josh King. And then the referee says, for a reckless challenge. There was no reckless challenge. What is that referee smoking? So it should be at least 2-1 in my opinion. And then the second goal was a penalty, but the only thing is I think that it was João Pedro who handballed it before the build-up. Yeah, there was a handball from the Fulham lad, but there was a handball before from João Pedro. But the referee seemed it deemed as a penalty. Absolutely screwing over Fulham. There's a foul from Iwobi and he gets a yellow card. Iwobi just holding on for dear life. Yo, Bart the Sirius fan. Yeah, I'm doing well, my bro. I'm just watching the Chelsea versus Fulham. It was a hard pill to swallow on Wednesday against the Grimsby. But whatever. See what happens. Is Amorim going to be sacked during the international break? Shall we coin the game? What? Shall we coin the game between Manchester United and Burnley as the Manchester derby? After all, City operate on a different... see what you did there. Bah. No. We'll always have the City or Manchester derby between Man City and United. In 2014-15, United lost their first game, drew their second, lost 4-0 to MO Dons, and drew 0-0 to Burnley in their third game. They finished fourth that season. Well, that's the thing. This is a marathon, not a sprint. So, to tell you the truth, there's a few, first game, I thought we did well. We did well against Arsenal. We did well against Fulham. Should have won against Fulham through the penalty. And should have won, should have won 2-1 because of the penalty. And also, we should have got at least a draw against Arsenal. Okay. It's fine. We lost, drew, but losing to Grimsby, I don't care what manager is in charge. It is not tactical. We're the superior team. The players let us down. The players are to blame, not the manager on the Grimsby. Well, I think he's the only ones that he hasn't dropped is Cunha, who started the game against Grimsby, and Ahmad. Those are the only two I think that he hasn't dropped. The rest, so Binder's in goal. So Binder's in goal, Lenny Euro, Delit, and Maguire, and Luke Shaw. You got Dallo on the left, Ahmad on the right. Then you got Casemiro and Bruno in the middle. Then you got Mason Mount and Mbeumo, and then Cunha's up front. Do you see Mainu leaving the club on loan? No, I don't. I think he will stay. I think he will stay and fight for his place. That's what I think will happen. I just don't really see. United lost to York City in 1995, to Leeds in League One in 2010, and then Key Dons. Well, so is Liverpool. Liverpool have lost lost against a few teams as well. So, literally, don't mean nothing. So, to tell you the truth, there has been times that big teams lose against little teams, unfortunately. Casemiro and Ugarte should be a midfield duo with Bruno in the 10 and Cunha and Mbeumo as right wing and left wing with Sesko up front. Well, to tell you the truth, I quite like it the way that he's changed it up. I'm just hoping that the players can give us the performance. And they need to put on one hell of a performance today. Because if I don't, unfortunately, I can see Amorim just walking, because it just feels that he has lost the dressing room again to player power. Yep. Hannibal is at Burnley at this moment in time. But I don't think he is starting, though. Is he? Is he starting? Yeah, he is starting. He's starting next to Brune Larson and Anthony. Well, let's see how well he does. Well, tell you the truth, I don't think so. I don't think it should have been. It would have been easier if he finished 18th. I think it would have been a lot harder because most of the players would want to leave, which you could say, yeah, okay, but the only thing is, we need to get rid of a load of players, and there's about 5 of them that are leaving already now. Like Garnacho, he's gone to Chelsea. He's on his phone at Chelsea, being bored at Chelsea now. Anthony's on his way to Betis, and Højlund is on his way to Napoli. So, tell you the truth, I think, like with them gone, we don't have to worry about them no more. Højlund is alone with an obligation of possible 50 million euros. And then Garnacho, another 44, another 40 million. But let's see what happens. Chelsea looks like they're going to try and close this game. Get rid of Bruno, Casemiro, Shaw, Onana, Binder, Mainu, Xerxes, Mount, and Ugarte. Oh dear me, nah, too many players. Don't want to get rid of our best players just yet. At the end of the day, like literally, Bruno has been brilliant for us for a number of years since he's been at the club. But yeah, Casemiro, sure, definitely Onana, Bayender, yes, Mainu, no, Xerxes, no, Mount. I'm on the fence with. I've been quite liking him of late, and yeah, definitely Ugarte as well. But I do quite like. I'm liking Mount at the moment, but can he stay fit? That is the problem. But these players have got, as I say, these players today, have got to put on a massive performance because if they don't, then tell you the truth, they've got to go. 100% got to go because there's no way that these players they're going to sack another manager. Don't you think? Do you think that these players will sack another manager? It's getting beyond a joke. See, they were just showing the turn, and literally, he had nowhere else to go. Like the stamp that had nowhere to go, and then with the with Chelsea's second goal, why wasn't it a handball on João Pedro? at the moment. Chelsea have got around about 5 minutes plus quite a lot of added on time considering how length of the penalty decision was. Free kick then by for Fulham. Oh, Jimenez with the header, but unfortunately doesn't come to anything. All the way to Jimenez. Jimenez with a glancing header, but he was going high and wide. Anyway, Gusto then. I think the away fans are singing 2-0 to the referee. So not a lot going on then in the. So it's going to be 8 minutes added on. But Fulham win a throw-in then. So anyway, Anderson over to Traore. Traore gets cross in. They're headed out for a Fulham throw then. Pedro's got an issue at the moment with his calf. Loads of pushing around by the Chelsea player. Oh! Cleared off the line by Fulham. Is Fulham going to come back? Surely. Foul. So Andre Santos then picks up a yellow card for that foul. Anyway, João Pedro gets the man of the match then. So anyway, Fulham got a free kick then. Santos got a yellow card for that challenge. So Rail and Wilson then are over it. Anyway, is a free kick and Jimenez goes high. Looks like nothing is going on with that one. But anyway, we're here for the Manchester United versus Burnley. Looks like the game is finished in that one. But anyway, what do you think of Manchester United's lineup then? Of Bayender, Euro, De Ligt, Shaw, Ahmad, Casemiro, Brent Fernandes, Diego Dallo, Mason Mount, Mbeumo, and Mateus Cunha. It is gonna be. This has got to be a must-win game for United. United have got to come out all guns blazing, I tell you. Because if it isn't anything but spectacular, then I don't know where United go from here. But anyway, guys, I'll be right back. blue stuff done because I thingied it. Not just stunk it out. Right, anyway, I am back, guys, ladies and gents. So, Sesko isn't starting. He's gone with Mbeumo and Mount and Cunha up top. Right. So, United are swapping places, swapping sides. Bruno leading the team talk. So let's see what happens in this match. Right, Bryan with the long kick up. And United win a corner, then Mason Mount thought he won a corner, but in the end it was a goal kick. Other games, you got Sunderland, Tottenham, and Wolves versus Everton. Come on, United. De Ligt with the header on. Bruno to Shaw. To Bruno, Luke Shaw. Kyle Walker couldn't do much about it, but this time it is a corner to United. Mason Mount then. Cross comes in, and so it's a header, but it is saved on the line. Ahmad skipping, gets Mbeumo with a skillful but so it looks like literally we're chucking everything at them. Foul on Casemiro by Yagadichoku. Don't forget, lads and lasses, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and also click that bell icon. So Bruno Fernandes is going to take this free kick then. Cunha now with a shot. But it was an easy save in the end. Anyway, Ahmad. Oh, flicking header. It's a corner to United though. So Mason Mount then with the corner. Cross comes in. Mbeumo now. Now Ahmad. To Euro. Cross comes in again. There's a header again, but couldn't just get on it. But there's Delit. Delit wins a corner. Ah. So Bournemouth with Evan Nilsson. Evan Nilsson is the scorer for Bournemouth. Does take a deflection though. But anyway, United got a throw in near the edge of the area, near the edge of the halfway line. Delit now goes out to the left to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw running down that wing. Now Dallo, but he loses it. Here's Ahmad down the right. Cunha passes it to Ahmad, tries and passes it to Ahmad, but Cunha. So there's more goals. So Wolves are hosting Everton, and Everton has gone 1-0 up. And it's Beto for Everton. And Grealish is the assister as well. Grealish with a header across goal, and there was Beto at the far post. Anyway, back with United. Goes back to Bryan there. Now Euro. To Mbeumo. Oh, yeah. It's a Ben Larson. Chukwuchuku shoots but hits Casemiro. Casemiro's got a head injury. Full square in the jaw. Walker with a driven pass from Walker, but it was drilled out for a goal kick. So 2 more days then until transfer deadline. Then I will be doing a transfer deadline day all throughout the day. I'll start early on that one. Anyway, back at Spurs versus Bournemouth. This time it was Semenyo, but unfortunately couldn't make it 2-0. So unlucky to not to make it 2-0. Anyway, Ahmad again gets fouled again. But anyway, Dillit to Luke Shaw. Now Mason Mount. So it's a goal kick then to Burnley. Mason Mount to Luke Shaw. Got to work for every single ball. Go for it, guys. So Burnley then managed to get it out wide to Bjorn Larson. Mason Mount wins it back. Tries and looks for Mbeumo. Mbeumo with a shot, but Dubravka makes a last-ditch tackle. Last-ditch save, and Mbeumo, eyes lights up, shoots on target, but Dubravka makes the save. Mason Mount brings it down to Mbeumo. He shoots again, and it's just across the left side of the post, and couldn't get it in. So unlucky. I am a little bit behind on the game. Than the timer on the clock up there. Bernard Walker with the free kick. Closed down quickly again by Mason Mount. Mason Mount, he goes down! And the referee points to the spot. So that's all Mason Mount. And there's the contact by Kyle Walker. Is it going to get overturned? Surely they don't overturn. So good closing down there by Mason Mount. And then he's trying to shrug off Walker. Is it going to be a penalty or not? So now the referee's got to go to the pitch side. So he doesn't commit a foul. What the hell? So there's another foul. So there's another foul. But Man United have still got the ball. To Bruno Fernandes. Now Cunha with the cross. Fizzing cross. Header by Euro, but goes just over the crossbar. Anyway, delete. Bruno Fernandes goes out wide. Now here's Ahmad. Ahmad to Casemiro. Casemiro puts a fizzing cross, but it gets headed off. Now here's Dalot. Is Dalot going to do a long throw? I bet you don't. It's a longish throw. Anyway, there's Mason Mount to delete. Right, Luke Shaw to Mason Mount. Now Dalot. Yeah. Gets blocked. Goes out for a throw in. Taken quickly. Here's Bruno. Bruno trying to find Ahmad, but can only find the goalkeeper. Anyway, Wolves are now drawing against Everton. 1-1 there. So Wangu is the one who scored. Brentford went 1-0 up, but looks like there was an offside in that. So yeah, he was just offside, but here's Mbeumo then. Mbeumo there to Mason Mount. Mason Mount gets a hefty challenge by Walker. And you catch some of the player. He gets the ball, but the player as well. So it's a free kick then. So it is a free kick then to United. So Bruno then is going to take this free kick. Course comes in, header. And there's a goal by Man United. 1-0. Did cross the goal line. So corner by... Oh... It was a deflected goal in the end. Hits the crossbar, but it's an own goal. Still haven't scored yet in the Premier League. But we're 1-0 up. Can we keep it? So Cunha's down at the moment. It looks like that Sesko could be coming on. Cunha's pulled up with a bit of a pull. So brilliant free kick by Bruno to for Casemiro ahead. Yeah, he hits the bar, but the header that came off the crossbar and rebounded off the Burnley player. So anyway, Cunha's coming off. He's going limping off down the tunnel. So Amorim's going to 10 men. What? Dallo caught Hannibal. Oh, he went straight on his feet. Didn't even bother playing for the ball. So Xerxes coming on then instead of Sesko. What the hell is this? Unbelievable. Why is Xerxes coming on? So Mbeumo. So it looks like Mbeumo's gone up top then for United, and Xerxes in the number 10 with Mason Mount. Here's Hannibal then. To Brun Larsen. Of course, comes in by Hannibal, but so there's a third goal at the Molyneux. Walker finds Foster. Foster with the cross. Cullen comes in, but lucky enough, it just went into Bryan there. So Everton are winning back. So Najai then makes it 2-1 then to Everton. Dewsbury Hall was the one who put the cross. It was a tame cross. It was great build up by Grealish to Dewsbury Hall. So anyway, free kick then to Burnley. He goes short. Sorry. Cross comes in now. And now Ugochukwu then handballed it, and it's a free kick to United. Anyway, Man United then. Dalot tries to go past Walker, but still can't believe why Man United haven't put on Sesko rather than having Xerxes on. Anyway, Bristol Rovers then are 1-0 up against Grimsby. Anyway, Brun Larson, Hannibal, and he couldn't keep it down, and he went over the crossbar. Alright, here's Bayindir. To Dalot. Mount. Finds Ahmad. Ahmad now. Attacking with pace. Pass it into Mbeumo, but there's a shot by Bruno, but just going over. So it's going to be a corner to United though. So Mbeumo going to take it. Cross comes in, so it's the header, but he's headed off on the line. Little header there by Mason Mount. But it hit top of the crossbar by the looks of it, rather than the player. Yeah, it bounced off the crossbar and out. It looked like that the player headed it over the... Anyway, there's a push, free kick by Hannibal. Bruno to take it then to Dillit. Now Euro. Back to Dillit. Back to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw goes long. But Casemiro then. Mbeumo went short. And Hartman overcooked his pass. So Ahmad then goes long, finds Xerxes, back to Ahmad. Couple of neat passes there by Manchester United and goes out wide. Now Dallo. Goes back to Bruno to Dillit. Xerxes back to Ahmad. Now he could put in a cross. Ahmad put literally. Bruno Fernandes now to Luke Shaw to Dallo. Dallo digs out a cross, try to find Xerxes, but Casemiro to Dillit. Back to Bruno. And Mbeumo then tries to go through the Burnley's legs. Xerxes to Bruno. Out to Dallo. Now Luke Shaw. Bruno goes out wide to Euro. Now Ahmad. Now Mbeumo. Ahmad now. Casemiro with the cross, but it goes out for a corner kick. Can United make it 2-0 before the break? Surely we're going to have at least 3 to 4 minutes added on time as well. Because of the penalty decision. So anyway, corner then taken by Mbeumo. Oh wow, 8 minutes. There was a long delay for the penalty. So anyway, Bruno then going to take this penalty. Take this corner, I meant. Penalty? I wish. But anyway, cross comes in by Bruno. And no! Shot by Ahmad! But anyway, Bryan there then. Goes out long, finds Xerxes. Luke Shaw then. Bruno puts a tackle in and goes out for a throw into Burnley, but fizzed by Bruno. Ahmad with an absolute belter, but Dubravka was there to make the save. Anyway, Delit to Euro. Mbeumo get pushed by Leslie Chokoluku, or whatever his name is. Chalawuglu. Chugawoo. And then Mbeumo gets trodden on. So, free kick to Man United then. Quick free kick to Xerxes. Mason Mount puts it back in. Xerxes then holds up the ball. Now Man United with Ahmad. So half-time scores then. Sunderland and Brentford are 0-0. Bournemouth are still 1-0 up at half-time against Tottenham. And Everton are 2-0 up, are 2-1 up against Wolverhampton. Bruno holding out two people, managed to win a throw. But the referee said no. Okay, so long throw by Walker. Hit by Hartman, but ricochets out. Now United break on for Man United to Xerxes. Mbeumo back to Ahmad. And he couldn't finish it. No dinner for him tonight. Literally no dinner for good attacking football there by Man United with Ahmad, Xerxes and Mbeumo. And it should have been an easy goal for Man United. Didn't even make the goalkeeper make a save. Oh, man. Anyway, Mount to Mbeumo. Oh, Xerxes! Is this going to be a penalty to United? Fuck a duck, come on. So, couple of more minutes then. It goes straight to a Burnley player. Hello now. To Mbeumo. And the referee calls for half time. Right. Even though that is 1-0 to United, we should be 2 or 3 goals up. They've had brilliant chances. Should have had a penalty. But that didn't come. That took a long time for review. And basically, United have dominated from start to finish.
Can you not score your own goals?
Obviously not. Tell you the truth, we should have been 2 or 3 goals up.
No, I know. I was definitely watching it. You still can't score. You have to let the other team score for you.
No, we hit the crossbar. We're doing the crossbar challenge.
Crossbar challenge, yeah.
Ugh. Be right back. So, anyway, still 1-0 to Man United then. Half time is it's half time here now. So, what are you guys thinking then? What do you think the full-time score is going to be? I think United are going to go on and win 2 or 3 nil. And then later on, you got Leeds versus Newcastle United. I won't be doing that one though because I've got to do something. So anyway, Kobe Mainu is coming on for Mason Mount. Xerxes. Xerxes with a challenge. So Diego Dallo. Apparently it's a free kick then to Burnley. Didn't hardly touch him. So anyway, free kick to be taken for Burnley. And it hits the first, but it rebounds. But there's Bayender. Wouldn't fall for Foster. It looked like Foster was offside anyway. Anyway, long ball then. All the way to Dallo. Dallo couldn't find Mainu. Dallo. Mainu, cross comes in to Xerxes. Xerxes goes near post, but goes out for a goal kick. So, goal kick then to Burnley. Is Lenny Euro. Goes back to Dillit. To Luke Shaw. Mainu loses the ball. And Lenny Euro's pass. But lucky enough, Ahmad clears it up. So anyway, delete them for United. To Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw goes out wide then. Here's the cross for Dallo. Xerxes coming, but here's Mbeumo. Mbeumo. Cross by Euro. Ahmad, but Burnley managed to bring it out. Bayende then goes long, tries to find Xerxes, but so anyway, Molyneux. So Everton are now 3-1. Here's Grealish and Dewsbury Hall. So there's Grealish with the assist, and there's Dewsbury Hall. Burnley are on the attack, but Man United deal with it. Xerxes still holding up, but Burnley win it back. And Bruno thought he got the ball, but certainly Burnley got a free kick. And the referee is not happy with something. Right, another free kick then. And it's a break. Finds Bryan and Mbeumo. Mbeumo. Oh, there's a stretch, but lucky enough, it went back to the goalkeeper. Walker with a leg stretch, but lucky enough, it just goes to the goalkeeper. Burnley on the attack. And there's the equaliser. Lyle Foster. Going on here. And there's Mbeumo. He makes it 2-1 to United. So Diego Dallo then was the one who put the cross in for Bryan and Mbeumo. But it says Foster gets the equaliser for Burnley at Old Trafford. Come on, get in there. Up the clarets, he says. But the only thing is, Manchester United go up the other end with the Diego Dallo cross, and there is Bryan and Mbeumo with the to make it 2-1. And then Foster was given offside. Yeah, he was offside. Was he offside? He's put the ball back in. He's put the ball in the net. He went past the goalkeeper and put the ball into the net. But was he offside? And it wasn't offside. So anyway, throw-in taken by Burnley. Header by Casemiro. To Xerxes, to Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro goes out wide. Diallo. Lenny Yoro now. Now here comes Ahmad, but Ahmad's offside. I think it's simple. His system needs two different athletes in the middle of the park. United have one, sort of, in the form of Mainu. Well, yeah, true. Anyway, here's Ahmad. Casemiro. Mainu shoots. Gets a deflection, so it's a corner to United. I don't know why that is saying 2-2, because it's not. Oh no, it's changed it. Anyway, Mbeumo then with the corner. Bruno Fernandes. David Ornstein has just come out and he said Chelsea informed Bayern Munich they will not be proceeding with the proposed loan for Nicholas Jackson after injuries to Liam Delap. The 24-year-old striker travelled over to Germany for an FC Bayern move, but Chelsea FC have requested Senegal Intel returns to London ASAP. Oh my god. That's mad. But anyway, Burnley then, cross comes in for Burnley. But it's too long and it goes out for a goal kick to United. Hannibal then is coming off for Burnley. Anyway, French youth is there, coming on. What was that? Missed pass there by United, by Delit to Euro. Ahmad blocks it and goes out for another throw to Burnley. They're waiting for Kyle Walker now. Long throw by Walker. And now it's 2-2. My god. Cross comes in, Bryan there. So anyway, Anthony then for Burnley. Makes it 2-2. So anyway, Luke Shaw then. Xerxes to Mbeumo. Manu get challenged, but Burnley are gonna break. Burnley come away with it, but Man United win it back quickly. Right now, Man United. Here's Dallo. Dallo tries and finds Xerxes, but Casemiro, Mainu, Bruno Fernandes, Xerxes. Mainu with the shot, but just goes just over the crossbar. So anyway, United then, I'm going to make a change. Can United get this? If he's managing Arsenal, then the midfield access of Rice and Zubimendi, Jorginho would have adapted to his system most effortlessly. Oh. Anyway, another long throw by Kyle Walker. It's going to be a corner because it came off of Casemiro. Fuck's sake. Surely not lose this game. So it's Burnley. Cross comes in. Bayende grabs it and throws it out quickly. Mbeumo is on the charge, but here's Ahmad to Xerxes. And Xerxes loses the ball but wins it back quickly. Bruno now. Cross comes in. Can't find Xerxes. They don't deserve all 3 points. So anyway, Casemiro is coming off and Sesko is coming on. So anyway, there's a goal in between the Sunderland versus Brentford. And Brentford makes it 1-0. I have. I'm not happy. Like, you know, I have been like I was really angry with the way that we played against Grimsby. We should have. The players were absolutely gash, proper. We should have, like, you know, we should be beating teams like that. But the only thing is, I do try and see, like, you know, I've been angry under Sir Alex Ferguson. I've been angry, but now it's just laughable. Do you know what I mean? Exactly. It won't help anyone. That's why I don't want to get rid of our manager. I'm an Amorim in. The players need to start bucking up their ideas. Anyway, United on the attack. Mbeumo. Mbeumo tries and goes out wide, but Mbeumo to Lenioro. Right, Mbeumo now on that right-hand side. Cross comes in, and there's the looping header. Amma goes down from a challenge, but the referee says nothing. Xerxes with the header across. The defender just throws his arm across Ahmad, and Ahmad goes over like anything. Well, the only thing is, where does it go? Where I just don't understand how every manager we've had, we've been terrible. If it's not the manager, we've changed the backroom stuff. We've changed most of the backroom staff. Where's the problem? Like, you got to look up top. We've tried everything. We've tried, right? We've tried changing the manager. That hasn't helped. We tried changing the players. That hasn't helped. We tried changing the backroom staff. That hasn't helped. So then it's got to be down. It's got to be the owners. The owners have got to take the blame. And the directors, because at the end of the day, how can it be this bad week in, week out? It just... It's just unbelievable, and how bad this United team has become over the years. Hopefully we get a new goalkeeper. Hopefully we get a centre midfielder before the end of the on transfer deadline day. That's what I'm hoping. But anyway, Burnley then have got a free kick. Anyway, United then. And they go back. They should be attacking. Attack! Lenioro then comes forward. Xerxes goes across, tries to find Sesko, but Bruno Fernandes then with a wild ball to Mbeumo, but anyway, United take the throw quickly. Now Bruno. Bruno to Xerxes. Cross comes in. Xerxes can't get hold of it. Anyway, Delit. So Sunderland has been given a penalty from the corner. Being manhandling by and then there's Enzo Lefebvre for Sunderland to make it 1-1 in that game. Here we got 10 minutes. Ahmad goes out for a corner. I'm a little bit behind on this game. So it's a corner to United by Mbeumo. Ahmad. Now Dallo. Deep cross. Driving header, but anyway, Bryan and Mbeumo with a throw. I just really can't believe of how poor United have been. Bruno Fernandes out to Dallo. Dallo with a cross, deep cross. Won the header with Bryan and Mbeumo. Sesko couldn't come away with the ball, but Burnley hoofs it upfield. Missed pass by United, but they win it back. Can United get a winner? Anyway, here's Ahmad now to Mbeumo. Back to Ahmad. Finds Bruno, back to Ahmad. And there's Xerxes. I seriously don't believe this, guys. But anyway, couple of subs for Burnley. Xerxes to Mbeumo. Try and find Xerxes again, but no one there. Sesko now trying to close down the goalkeeper. Nearly does. Fernandes to Mbeumo. He gets knocked down. Surely it's a free kick. It is a free kick. Anyway, here's Shaw. Shaw gets it back. Dalot with a cross, but Dalot gets it back from the cross to Luke Shaw. Now Bruno to Ahmad, who loses the ball, man. Come on. So Lenny Euro's coming off, and here comes Mazraoui. Delete, but out comes Bryan here. Dalot on the ball to Bruno. Goes out wide, find Mazraoui. To Ahmad, to Mazraoui. Mazraoui finds Mbeumo. Mbeumo then, course comes in, then Sesko! It's just going for the far post and just wouldn't dip down enough. Ooh. Let's get another cross like that. That's all we need. Anyway, here's Ahmad. Sweeps it out to the left for Dalot. Dalot with the cross. Now there's Sesko and couple of decent chances there for Sesko, but still hasn't found his shooting range. Delete with a powerful header. Bayende comes out, gathers it. Mazraoui to Bruno now. Bruno goes over to Dalot. Burnley player kicks the ball away and he gets a yellow card for it. Anyway, delete. Menu to Mbeumo. Manu with some pace on him. So there's going to be 5 minutes then of this game left to play. Right, Xerxes to Dallo taken on. So anyway, United with a throw. Bruno Fernandes to Mbeumo. Now Ahmad. Is there a penalty? Bruno Ahmad, everyone is looking at the referee. Oh my God, he pulled him back. Surely that's a penalty, ref. So late drama at Sunderland versus Brentford. So the referee's got to go and have a pitch side review. The pulling. So surely he pulls the shirt. It's a penalty. It has got to be a penalty. Come on. Come on. Sustained pulling in the penalty, which went into the penalty. No, who's going to take it? No, the referee's getting surrounded by Cullen, Walker. Now, Ahmad has got his feet up. He's hoping that Bruno scores. So Bruno then is going to step up to take this. Upsets Bruno then. In added time on stoppage time. And he shoots and he scores! It's 3-2 to United. Come on. Come on. I'm cheering a 3-2 victory over fucking Burnley, for crying out loud. But the lads dug deep. And there's the goal. Brilliant penalty. Dubravka couldn't get anywhere near it. And it goes into the... Anyway, Burnley trying. And it's going to be a corner. Goal kick then to United. Anyway, Bryan there with the goal kick. Foster's been yellow carded. Referee calls for a throw to United. It was supposed to have had 5 minutes. But because of the long kick of the Bruno saying about the ref, what about the time? But because of the long delay for the penalty, I think they're going to be adding on. Burnley thinking that they're going to have time, but there's Delit. Goes all the way to Bayender. Bayender just hoofs it clear. Goes up to Sesko. Dallo coming forward, but Burnley have won themselves a throw. They hope I walk up, but it goes straight to a Man United player anyway. So it's a free kick to Burnley. Is Burnley going to snap a point? I hope not. And there is the final whistle, and United get their deserved 3 points. Bloody hell. We do know how to do it the hard way, don't we? But anyway, the Burnley manager and Burnley players are not happy with the ref. But tell you the truth, much improved from the game against Grimsby. Came back really well, especially when we went we go 1-0 up, draw it to 1-1, and then straight away go back up the other end to make it 2-1, and then another mistake at the back, and Burnley bring it to 2-2. But right at the end, United pressed and managed to get the win as well. So, tell you the truth, well done to United, well done to the players, And hopefully we can kick on from here now.
You lucky fucker.
We deserved it, mate.
You lucky fucker.
Absolutely deserved it. Saying that we were lucky. Fuck off. Literally, shouldn't have pulled him in the box. It was sustaining pulling. It started outside the box. It came into the box. Our player went down. Penalty. And then Bruno Fernandes stepped up to take it. So, well done, lads. Get in. But, anyway, guys, you take it easy. I'm going to make a move because I'm going to go and get some grub. Got a cheeky takeaway coming. So, much love to every single one of you. This is the G-Wolf signing off, and I'll see you again next time. Ow! Come on, United!